His courage was passive, his manners were heavy, dull, and shy, and though steadily industrious, he was slow of comprehension and unready in action. And reformation was the more difficult, because to abolish the useless court offices would have been utter starvation to many of their holders, who had nothing but their pensions to live upon. Yet there was a general passion for reform. All ranks alike looked to some change to free them from the deadlock which made improvement impossible. The government was bankrupt, while the taxes were intolerable, and the first years of the reign were spent in experiments. Necker, a Swiss banker, was invited to take the charge of the finances, and large loans were made to government, for which he contrived to pay interest regularly. Some reduction was made in the expenditure, but the king's old minister, Maurepas, grew jealous of his popularity and obtained his dismissal. The French took part of the American colonies in their revolt from England, and the war thus occasioned brought on an increase of the load of debt, the general distress increased, and it became necessary to devise some mode of taxing which might divide the burthens between the whole nation, instead of making the peasants pay all, and the nobles and clergy nothing. Louis decided on calling together the notables, or higher nobility, but they were by no means disposed to tax themselves, and only abused his ministers. He then resolved on convoking the whole States General of the kingdom, which had never met since the reign of Louis XIII. The States General. No one exactly knew the limits of the powers of the States General when it met in 1789. Nobles, clergy, and the deputies who represented the commonalty all formed the assembly at Versailles.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.